Here on Landward, we all like a dram. And we're not the only ones. It's a drink enjoyed the world over. And whisky production is booming, with over 30 new distilleries planned across Scotland. Ewan was the man lucky enough to get the job of finding out how the increase in demand is affecting all parts of the industry.
I'm in the Spey Valley, home to some of the most famous whiskies of them all. But I'm not on my way to distillery. I'm on the track of one of the trade secrets behind any good dram, the copper still that it's made in. And new distilleries are springing up all over the globe, and that boom in business is leading to an increased demand on the skills of the people of this area. And I'm here to find out how they're coping. This is Rothes, home to Forsyths. The family have been coppersmiths here since the 1890s, producing the stills in which the whisky spirit is distilled. In a small town like Rothes, they're one of the main employers. Richard, how are you?
How are you?
It's fantastic. Richard Forsyth is the fourth generation of his family to work here. Although he's the boss, he still likes to get hands-on in the hammer shed. So why copper then? Why not stainless steel? Why not brass? Why not cast iron?
I think it was firstly used because it is a soft, pliable metal. It shapes easily. They have since found that copper is actually a very integral part of the whisky making process. It's like a catalyst and actually helps to clear the spirit.
So what's the key processes in this? I mean, you're starting with a bare sheet of metal and creating art.
Yeah, it is. It's very much a craft. We cut, roll, weld, shape. I used to get great satisfaction from making these swan necks, and to see the finished product does give you a sense of achievement.
So you've got different ones here. I mean, you've got this one, which is kind of quite bulbous, and then you've got dumpy ones and narrow ones. And, I mean, can you change the shape of the spirit with this?
To a certain degree, the size and shape of the pot still does affect the spirit.
If you were something like that, which is quite a dumpy one, what sort of flavour would you expect to come from that?
We would expect a smaller, shorter, dumpier head to make a heavier spirit. Bigger necks, taller necks tend to produce a lighter spirit.
So it's not just mythology then, there is a bit of magic in this, there is a bit of skill.
There's a lot of mythology, it's not an exact science. There's so many different things affect the flavours of a whisky, and the shape and size of a copper pot still is only one small part.
That may be so, but it's a crucial part. Forsyths currently have orders for almost 100 pot stills in their books. That'll keep them busy for the next 2.5 years. Their stills will find their way into distilleries as far from Rothes as Russia and Taiwan. And it's not just for whisky, they can be used in the production of rum, tequila and bourbon as well. Despite the obvious skill required in creating these things, I'm desperate to give it a bash. Literally. It takes 5 years to become a qualified coppersmith, and the skills that are going on here today, Richard's grandfather would have recognised. And I'm with Robbie Taylor, you're the work supervisor here. What are we doing? I mean, I've got my wee hammer.
We're actually smoothing a weld on a swan neck here.
And I'm making quite a good job of it.
When we weld copper, we need to smooth the weld.
Right, so how hard should I be hitting this?
You want me to have a go?
That's a wee shot. Right, okay. So slightly more aggressive.
Slightly more than you got.
So how long is it going to take you to make a whole still?
About 6 to 8 weeks, depending on the size of the still.
So you're coping with the pressure and demand?
Well, we're getting there. We've got a lot to do before the end of the year.
Do you get that sense of pride at the end of the day? It's almost a daft question because, you know, I've been saying it all day, these are works of art.
Oh yes, definitely. You've got to have a pride in your work, and you see some of the stuff that's getting made in here. It's high quality.
Aye. Well, I'm certainly getting a lot of satisfaction out of this. I mean, I've got a wee bit of work to go on this one, but have a look at that one. I did that earlier on today. It's thirsty work, but I need something more than just water. And at the distillery just across the road from the workshop, I can sample a dram from one of Forsyth's own stills. I've had a truly amazing day, just to see the skills and the traditions that have been passed on for generations. But at the end of the day, the only real way to check how good a still is to sample the product. I've got some water from the back burn. I've got some whisky that was made in one of those Forsyth stills. Add the water and just see how good their stills are. These are very good stills, trust me, Landward.